I'll warn you, be careful of thinking you can knuck up with the young fellas, man. It ain't the same like it used to be.
And
I learned that the hard way.
I ain't trying to get in no trouble. I don't want no static with nobody. All I'm saying is, if it go there, it go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to
go there. Nope, you don't want it to go there, brother. I'm telling you, I learned this the hard way.
Yeah.
I thought things could go there, and I learned the hard way. And I spent last night's game getting bullied because of it. So I'm just telling you. We played the Wizards last night, and I spent the whole game getting bullied.
Hey, bro, you was getting bullied. Hey,
I was getting bullied.
Bro, they was picking on my dog. I didn't like that.
Bro.
But you did trigger them. You did trigger them.
No. First off, the two young fellas, Kerry, Bub, and Keyshawn, Jordan, they started talking to me. I'm literally sitting there asking them like, "Yo, y'all talk?" They like, "Yeah, this is what we on." I said, "Oh, cool, we can talk then. All right, let's go." I was excited as hell. So we talking.
They
weren't bullied. I was getting bullied.
You got hit with Jordan. TMZ angle though, Dre. You know what I'm saying? It would have happened behind closed doors. You might have been all right.
It's crazy. You got TMZ. They cooked me.
You got hit with the eye in the sky, dog. That's
it's crazy.
They got you red-handed, dog. That was all
they crushed me. They crushed me. I spent last night getting bullied because of it, man. And I went into that game just thinking I'm going to play a basketball game, man. Dude came out there wanting to bully me, man. I don't want no problems.
Yeah,
I don't want no issues.
Come on,
man.
Chill on it. Hey, y'all young dog, y'all gotta chill on the OGs, bro.
I don't want no issues, man. I had a good time last night. It was fun.
I mean, but you did trigger. You did set it off with the pointing. You know what you did.
Well, no. Well, all right. So.
Well, yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, come on, Fred. You in the game, somebody hit a three, and the dude just, why are you pointing at, like, bro, why you keep pointing at me?
So here's the issue. All right, so here's the problem. So the first time I catch the ball on the post, and if George smashed up on me, he overzealously is like, like, and they call a foul, and I could feel that it was like more to the pushes. He like, and I could feel, and so they called a foul, and I just tapped him on the chest, like, "Hey, it's cool, bro. Like, yeah, that was cool. It's cool. Like, tap on the chest, bro. Like, we going." Yeah. So then, as the game keep going on, you know how you can see a look in somebody's eye when you like on, he like. And so, and he's like talking to me, like he's saying little stuff to me. And so I ain't paying it no mind. Yeah, I ain't paying it no mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. I'm like, oh, he on that type of time. That's crazy. Because last year he ain't say a word. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I ain't coming in the game.
Oh, yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing. It's gonna be cool.
He ain't say nothing. Like last year, he ain't say nothing. Moving on. And he was talking. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. So then fast forward to the play. They run that's called Horns Twist. They run the guard ball screen. He go off the flare. Our man get whacked with the flare. Me being the defensive guy that I am, I'm going to make a last-ditch effort and try to get a contest. You know what I'm saying? I make the last-ditch effort to get a contest. He pointed at me. And I'm like, my man just pointed at me like I was guarding him, bro. I just tried to get a late contest. Like,
oh, he pointed at you first.
Yeah, he pointed at me after he hit the shot as if like he broke me off and like hit the shot, bro. I'm getting a late contest. Ain't even my man. I'm doing more, by the way. On Stackhouse grading, defensive grades, I'm going to get an extra point for that late contest that wasn't even supposed to be my contest. So, you know what I'm saying? I go for the late contest. He pointed at me like he just dropped me off. So, you know, everybody on my Twitter like, Draymond point, Steph hit the three. Well, it's actually the same exact thing because then he went and got a contest that wasn't his contest. And he got his eye bang, and I pointed back at him. And so now I'm like, oh, that was interesting coming out of halftime. This is going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? And it went from there. He bullied me the rest of the night like he was bullying me the whole first half, but it was cool. I had fun.
Did you say anything when you pointed? You should have pointed and said, "See, that could have been you." That'd have done him off. He'd have had 4 in the second half.
Bro, listen, man. I'll tell you what. I got nothing against that brother. I was not trying to talk trash to him. I was just pointing back because he pointed at me. And for all the dummies on Twitter and Instagram that's like, well, that ain't the same thing because Draymond didn't make the shot. It's the same exact thing because we both contested a shot on a man that wasn't
in the spirit of the game, baby.
Exactly. So take that, you dummies that can't identify what's actually happening in the game and can only see what proves my point and what I always say. What can you see? You can see who made the shot and who missed the shot. That is about the level of your basketball intelligence. Don't write me on Instagram and Twitter trying to explain a basketball play. You stupid. Huh? You look dumb. And you just lose respect. I'm sitting here last night with Moses Moody, and Trav starts talking about the play, and Moses right out the blue goes, well, the situations were the same. Of course they were, Moses, but these dummies on my Instagram don't know this.
Get on them.
So,
yeah,
you know, I'm off them.
Y'all done got them started now, man. Look at
man. He done got. Hey, please drop a comment and Draymond Green.
Well, it's the most wonderful time of the year for getting in on all the basketball, football, hockey action at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's the season of giving, so we're being gifted college football and basketball, pro football, basketball, pro hockey too, almost 24/7. It's an absolutely great time of the year. So a lot of games every day, so many opportunities to place your first bet. Now, if you're going to bet for the first time, just make it simple. Pick a team to win, any team. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook. They have an app. Download it 90 seconds. Here's the gift for all new customers. Bet $5, just $5. If your bet wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The code is Colin, C-O-L-I-N. New customers, $150 in bonus bets if you bet $5 and it wins. Happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Let's get into this this 4-1 road trip. Y'all just finished.
That was a
big win in OKC. I don't like to say which win was the best, but which win was like, ooh, we got this one.
Boston.
Absolutely.
And it has to be Boston because, we beat them in a championship on that floor. When you walk into these arenas that you won a championship at, you automatically go back to that vibe. Oh man, this place. Like, I feel good in this place. You know what I'm saying? And so going in that place, they're playing great. One loss. They got us coming in. And it's the setup is there.
Cracking.
You know what I'm saying? And we start the road trip off 2-0 and then headed into Boston. Everybody like, oh, they start the road trip off 2-0, but now the road trip get tough. And then we go in there and like we pretty much controlled that game the whole game. Like
the whole game.
And to go in there and do that, and obviously they're without JB, and KP. But you can only play who they put on the floor.
Yeah.
And so to go in and send that message, like we still here. And I'm gonna tell you, it's even a little more emphasis on it, and here's why. Last year we did the whole shooting thing with Jaylen Brown, and I felt like we kind of let the wrath off of them. Like I feel like we propelled them a bit when we did that. The confidence of that team after that just went through the roof, and so to then come back and go back in that place that we did that and lock up like we did and play the game we did.
Yep.
That made that one feel like it was the one, and then going into OKC.
That's the one to get. You know what I mean? It's like you looking at 5 games, you're like, damn, dude. That's that Boston game. If we can be 2-0 going into Boston, we got a chance.
And
the way y'all came out, it was like y'all just been focused, man. Y'all just been so focused. You know what I mean? Like the Boston game was great. There was a moment where, Kerr and Steph kind of got into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we starting to see, you know, kind of like the nostalgia of, I wouldn't say I didn't care in the past, but it was like, it was so much other shit that now like the intensity is on the game. Talk about like that moment with Steph and Kerr, and like how, you know, when shit like that happened, like how do you guys, or for the fans, like talk about reacting, you know, the reaction to that.
So for us, I always, you know, like I pay attention to all that stuff. And so for us, when I saw it, I just go to Steph and reassure him, like, yeah, we good. Like, fuck that. Like, let's move on. Like, just to make sure his head stay in the right place. You know what I'm saying? Because people respond to things differently. You know what I'm saying? And you never know what response you're going to get. And so I immediately go to him like, man, fuck that. We good. Like, let's keep it pushing. And now, again, and I always try to tell guys, when you are one of the top dogs on the team, the job goes far beyond just going out there and playing a good basketball game. There's so, as you know, there's so many more things that you have to deal with.
Yep.
You know, when you going through this stuff. And so I'm immediately watching that and I see it. And I'm watching Steph's reaction and how he respond to it. Because if he respond negatively, and when I say negatively, I don't mean arguing. I mean respond negatively, like his play. You know what I'm saying? His demeanor. If he responds negatively, I've already told myself, like, I need to go talk to coach and make sure coach understand the reaction. You know what I'm saying? To make sure coach understand, hey, Steph ain't respond great to you yelling at him like that. Let's just keep an eye on that. So that's already my mindset. Because again, you have to keep an eye on all of these things. You have to know what make your guys tick and what makes and what makes them not. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm watching that like a hawk. In turn, I'm then watching the post-game press conferences. And Steph like, nah, I want to be coached like everybody else. That statement lines up with the way you continue to play after you and Steve had your moment. So cool. I wash my hands. And I'm on to the next thing, you know, but it's those types of things that when you're trying to compete at a high level, when you're trying to win championships, it's those types of things you can let slide by. And you look up later on down the road and you like, man, where did we go wrong? And you don't pay attention to those types of moments. You know what I'm saying? And so I pay attention to all of that little stuff because when you're trying to do something special, those little things add up.
It's the little things that matter.
You know what I'm saying? And so that moment was huge because what it also did was, and no one has a problem with that on this team, but again, when you see Steph Curry get cussed out like that, and he just like, man, like, but no real reaction, just like, and then Steve come at you, you gotta shut the hell up.
For sure.
Like, you have no choice but to shut the hell up. And it sends a message to everyone. And more importantly, who else it sends a message to? Which I think is even more important than sending a message to players. It sends a message to the rest of the coaches. Coach.
Get it up. Get your coaching up.
Like hey man, I'm telling you, man, Stackhouse to this.
Hey man, y'all got Stackhouse Stouts over there. He an offensive mastermind. Hey bro, y'all got some dogs over there.
Hey, when what the additions that they've made this coaching staff, Stotts, like you said, he's an offensive mastermind, and it's his offense. As you know, I live on that defensive side of the ball, and what Stack has done with his defense.
Oh man, it's been crazy.
Hey, and what he has done with his defense make me say, that ain't Draymond's defense. That's Stack's defense, and I'm going to be a part of Stack's defense. What he has done there, the point of emphasis he's put on that side of the floor, the mentality that he's made us have on that side of the floor, he come every day locked in. And he like, oh, we watch the film, Steph said something yesterday. He was like, oh, Stack, well, right there, I was thinking this, so I had to do this. Stack was like, oh, tell me. Next time, tell me that, because I definitely dinged your ass on them grades for that. I dinged you.
Yeah.
So next time, make sure you just share that with me, that's what you was thinking and that's what happened, because I for sure dinged your ass. And Steph was like, yeah, I saw it at this time on my sheet. Like,
I love that, dude.
But it's just a different accountability level. Like,
Yep.
man, I get them grades. We get a notification. We work on this app with our team, and we get these notification grades out, man. As soon as I get that notification, I need to see my grade. And last night, my grade was high as hell.
It had to be.
I think I need to go back and check the grades, but I'm almost certain it was the highest grade of any one of them.
Come on, hey Stack, I need to get one of these grade sheets. Add me to the list, Stack. Put me on the text notification. I need to see that. It's so great to hear. I mean, you see the results, but when you buy in to a defensive philosophy and you got a coach that's back there engineering it, and then also you got a grade like that. We live on goals. You know what I mean? Like, we live on success. We are fighting and chasing perfection every time we come on that court. And so to have that accountability, that structure, but also that trust, right? Like you were saying with Steph and wanting to be coach and coaches wanting to coach, is really, it's that trust, right? It's being able to nip all the little things that could be deterrents, right? And every time it's nipped or every time it's fixed and solved, it builds greater trust. You know what I mean?
For sure. 100%.
And that's why I like, on the defensive end, like, you guys are gritty, you smart, and you're not worried about if there is a misassignment, like who did something. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, like, oh shit, damn, I'm switched out on the wrong person. Y'all don't look at it like that. Everybody takes the challenge, everybody has support, and that's what you need, to really be
100%.
A winning team. Because, like, the deflections, like, y'all not tall, y'all not super athletic, you know what I mean? It's like the deflections, the over the back calls from boxing out, right? Just all the little things that the block shots, right? The steals, all those things measure up, right? And if those are held at high esteem, I remember it used to be deflections. Or for me, like when I led the league in steals, my coach taught me how to do it. He said, just pick the dude up, like, right before half court. Soon as they get to half court, jump their ass, because they can't go back.
Yeah.
So I was getting all kind of turnovers and steals, because as soon as somebody come across half court, first thing they do, they relax, get ready to call a play. And then I was on them. You know what I mean? And so, like, them little goals are like them little bitty things getting fixed, like, that creates that trust. You know what I mean? Talk about y'all trust, when y'all out there.
I think the trust is coming from, the coaching staff is being willing to earn that trust. You know what I'm saying? They ain't walking in like, all right, we the coaches and y'all do X.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They walking in trying to earn that trust. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Stack, again, I keep going back to Stack in the defense. Every time some start going wrong and we like, yo, we need to get out this cover. Stack, like, this is what we doing. This is who we are. Do this. And so when you stand on something like that, everyone else has no choice but to believe and trust in it, because you standing on it so tough. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I think Stack's also doing a good job of, like, standing so tough on it initially, but now starting to be like, all right, cool, y'all seeing this change? Well, let's change this. Let's tweak this thing. You know what I'm saying? Whereas initially he like, nah, this is what we doing, and just do it. And I actually like that mentality, because what it showed is, like, I believe in this. I think this is what's going to give us the best chance to win. So let's try to be great at this thing. Now we can start to make adjustments, right? You like 11 games into the season, you're starting to figure out and build an identity. You can start to adjust some things when you need to, when you see fit.
Totally.
But first, you have to build a base. And I think, the coaching staff has been willing to build that base.
Yeah.
And in turn, when you see guys who've been through it, who know what it looks like, trusting in it and doing all of that, it creates for a different opportunity and for a different situation. And I feel like that's where we at right now.
You talked about the league. You talked about ISOs. Like, I like to throw in these icebreakers. Norm, before we move to the next, this is about you, but I got to talk about defensive players. And my boy Draymond Green's play against Rudy Gobert, walked him down, Norman Powell style. You feel what I'm saying? Cup dunk, then the Monday night celebration. You feel me?
I was telling him before that, man, where that come from, went back to the Fountain of Youth. I ain't seen that in a minute.
Hey, I don't dunk anymore, man. If I have the opportunity, I just lay the ball up, go and get the 2 points and run back, man. But I don't know, man. I turned that corner. I knew I had to turn that over.
The funny part is it was a perfect setup because it was against Rudy too. Like all the stuff going on. It was against him. He backing up too. I knew what time it was. I was like, oh, he about to go at him.
Hey man, he started throwing elbows. He kept throwing elbows at me, bro. I was chilling. I wasn't trying to cause no issues. And he kept throwing elbows at me, bro. Even the one where he flopped was like, man, flop. Like before he took off, bro, he threw this crazy elbow. I mean, I'm like, man, y'all keep letting bro throw elbows at me. This is crazy.
They don't know, man. Rudy sneak dirty, man. Rudy sneak dirty.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Dude just be throwing elbows. But that was a fun play.
Dray, hold on.
That was fun.
I want to know. I know you gotta walk us through the setup. What made you? You know what I mean? Like what you saw Rudy Gobert. You know what I mean?
So
I know, Norm know as an ISO dude, oh my God, this the dude I have problems with on the island. Cause you went between the legs. You had a bop about yourself.
So I'm gonna take you through the whole thing. So we go to the timeout, and Seth Cooper tells me, like, yo, you should get it and go. And like you gonna have Rudy on you. And so I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. But I ain't about to say that to Steve. Like, yo, Steve, give me the ball. Yeah. So I'm like, all right. Sure enough, he come from behind the bench and he tells Steve, like, yo, you should get a ball to Draymond. He gonna have Rudy on him. He can just set the offense. Everybody else, Jaden McDaniels, all them, they gonna be pressuring everybody. He's like, so get a ball to Draymond. He can set the offense. And so I start going in tween. Now, what I'm initially thinking is he dropping. I'm going to hand this ball back to Steph. But once he started dropping and Steph started coming up, I just took the rub screen. Steph set a great screen. And I turned that mug over. And then I hit him with the night-night. And it's crazy because I really started doing the night-night because I thought they called the foul because Jaden McDaniels pushed the shit out of me. So I thought they called it and one, but I couldn't hear it. So I started doing the night-night. And then I realized we needed to run back. And it's crazy. KD texted me last night. The first text I saw was K saying, yo, you a fool for running down the court full speed doing night-night. I didn't know till I watched it. Bro, I had blacked out. I didn't know till I watched the video.
Man, all the way down court. Yeah, bro, that was hilarious, man. They got this man going crazy.
I did that all the way down the court, bro.
Somebody sleepwalking.
It wasn't even as if it was a big step down the court, too, man. That shit was hilarious, dog.
It was like a night-night mixed with a shot, come back down the court. I appreciate the big fella and stuff for letting me do a rendition of what they do, man. I appreciate it.
Norm, can you imagine, you know what I mean, going to school now with NIL?
Crazy.
You know like
it was funny because, I talk to the, I say young dudes now because I'm on year 10. It's crazy. But like talking to Kobe and Jordan and, and Trenton and Cam, the young guys we got on the team, they already got designer on and everything. And I'm like, man, y'all don't even understand the struggle that I went through, man. Like my first
right.
for me, like when I got to the league, I thought I was gonna be living, you know what I mean? And like my first check was less than what I got in college. And what I got in college was $5,000, you know what I'm saying, for Pell Grant. And I'm like, man, y'all walking around here with a Hellcat. Man, y'all got Prada shoes on and LV bag, Goyard, this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, I can't even imagine what it was like if I could do that. Because when we was in college, NCAA had the dumbest rules. Like you can get bagels, but you can't get cream cheese. You know what I mean? Like, like, what are we doing? I mean, it's an extra benefit to get cream cheese on a bagel. It's crazy.
Right.
That's a fact.
Diabolical.
That's a fact. They don't understand the struggle, man. I always say when I first came into the league, man, I was one day away from taking a loan from one of my homeboys, Jarrell Worthy. He was about to look out for me. He had just got drafted in the second round to the Green Bay Packers. And, they get a signing bonus. They get money right away. I ain't got no money from college, and I don't get paid till November 15th. And I ain't know when I was going to, a second-round pick like yourself. So they ain't signed me till later in the summer, then waiting on the advance. I ain't have no money. And, man, I ain't have enough money to get a car. So I had to rent a car from Enterprise.
Bro, it's crazy.
But because they would let me, because Enterprise would let me rent, and like the Warriors at the time was able to take care of it because just some rules were rookie, I ended up with like a $20-some thousand bill on Enterprise rental. I could have put that towards a car, but I couldn't afford to get a car. And so I had to bill. And then Jared Jack had a lease Range Rover, 2010 Range Rover, and he had like 9,000 miles on it. So he was about to turn his lease back in. Jack let me take over the lease. It was only like $37,000 left to pay on the truck, or $47,000 left on an incredible supercharged 2010 Range Rover. I'm like, man, Jack, I'll take that over. And I didn't have enough money to put on a down payment to get a car. So that's how I got my first car in the NBA. Like it was rough, man. I like for a while I ain't had no furniture. Then I got the advance. I was able to get some furniture. It was rough.
Bro, that sounds just like me, man. I had from pre-draft to draft to when I had to go to Toronto, I had to get a rental car just like yourself. And I remember it was a Chevy Impala from Enterprise, and I had that for the whole summer, man. And I had to take out a line of credit just to be able to pay the rental fee off, and then just to have some money for I could be able to move and get my stuff to Toronto and everything like that, man. It was crazy. I'm like, bro, this cannot be what the league is like. There's no way. I got drafted and I still have no money in my pocket. And then the first check, I man, that first check, man, was less than what I got in college, man. Second round pick. I'm like, there's no way, but I'm getting taxed in Canada and Cali. So I got nothing. Wow. It was crazy. The only bonus I had was that in Canada, the conversion rate. So like we getting paid in American, and so you got money coming into a Canadian account, and that money is double at the time. You know what I'm saying? So like I opened up my Canadian account, and I'm like, oh man, I got money now. I got breathing room, man. But it was crazy.
That's funny.
They'll never understand.
Well, y'all ain't got to complain now because y'all both pay.
Man, we doing well.
Y'all doing quite well. You live to play another day. And then speaking of living to play another day, I got this picture, man, and I need you to describe how is it like? What is it like guarding Wemby? That's my son's favorite player, 7'6". Hey, Doc, and to see this picture of the great Draymond Green. This dude don't even look like he not even paying attention to
Hey,
you.
it's crazy.
He can't even see you, bro.
He don't see me. And you know what? I can't say what I was going to say because there would be a pause. But I saw this picture. I'm like, yo, the top of my head, that bruh nipple. Like,
I know what you was about to say. Good
the top
correction.
of my head is that bruh nipple. Now, I am starting to get in the defensive stance because I can tell you what I'm checking out here on this picture. What I'm looking at is they are getting ready to. He's in the corner and he coming and he get this pin down. Now, so I'm looking because I know this pin down is coming. So I got to get ready to. I'm trying to see what angle is this guy going to come set this screen at? Because if I trail him and he get a half a step, he's 7'6", it's over. Like I can't contest the shot. So I'm trying to see what angle I can take to try to throw this screen off. And then also I can't just ride him up over the top like you taught because he's a little frail.
He's nice. Yeah.
And so if I ride him over the top, and I don't mean frail in a negative way, Wemby is 7'6", 230, 240.
Yeah, you can't like if you push him, it's obvious.
And it's going to move
if
his
you
body,
trail,
right? Like if I push him.
If you trail and you late, he don't even need a dribble to get to the front of the rim.
Right? So I'm looking, trying to figure out what angle is the screen about to come from. Because if I ride him over the top and I bump him at all, his arm gonna flail.
He gonna fly.
And they're gonna call the foul. They was calling it the whole fourth quarter. So I'm looking like, all right, let me navigate this screen. But then I saw this picture and I'm like, bruh, number one, bro, looking like he unbothered by me. Don't do that. Now I gotta get at you.
Unbothered.
Now I gotta get at you, man.
Hey, bro.
Now I gotta get at you. But no, honestly, I'm like, bro, look at this. Like the top of my head is at my man.
Is that his number? Is that his Spurs?
It does not cross. It's at the bottom of the Spurs logo. Like, it's crazy. But shout out to Wemby, man. That brother right there, he is going to be so good. He already good, but he going to be such a problem. But like I said, shout out to Wemby. Wemby last year signed a jersey, his jersey, for my son DJ. So, yeah, I appreciate Wemby. I got a lot of love for him. That kid he is going to be special.
He is something special. I mean, you don't see nothing. Yeah, like I've never seen, anything like Wemby. Handle, shot, and love to play.
Facts.
You know what I mean? He has a certain joy about him, that makes him fun to watch.
100%.
And he wants to be in the big moment. He wants to live in the big moment. And, his confidence is through the roof.
Yes, it is. And
you know what I mean? Just like this picture says it all. This picture says it all. You got the great Draymond Green, intense, looking for the screen. And he like, man,
just bring the screen already.
Yeah.
Just bring the screen already. Give me the ball. Hey, but I tell you what. So our great producer, Charles, also found a picture of BD versus someone who's 7'6". Sean Bradley. So we got the picture of
Bradley,
BD.
7'6".
Did he block this shot?
No way.
People out there. What Charles want to do is he want to say BD also played against somebody 7'6". It ain't just y'all who play against somebody 7'6". But I'm here to let you all know, and I think Wemby's 7'5". But I'm here to let you all know it's a big difference. It's a big difference. Like the way Wemby moved, the ground he covered, the love for basketball he had, the skill that Wemby has, it's a difference. So don't do that, Charles. That's bullshit.
Come on,
don't
Charles,
do that.
Don't do. You can't compare Sean, bro. You compare him in height, but definitely you can't compare him in game. or even defensive
That was
game.
as bad as Shaq comparing. And I y'all know I love Shaq. My favorite player of all time. That's the big homie. Shout out to the OG. Shaq compared Wemby to
What'd he
Bobo,
do?
man.
Oh yeah.
Shaq compared Wemby to Bobo.
Hey, bro, Shaq stood on that. Hey, bro, Shaq was standing up. Shaq was standing on that, dude. He had me yelling at the TV that night, like,
listen,
yo, come on, big fella.
I'm always riding with Diesel.
I
I'm just
get
letting
it.
y'all know. I'm always riding with Big Diesel.
I understand
Diesel.
what you're trying to say. That's like you got. Hey, bro, I understand what you're trying to say. I get it.
Rocking with you,
I
baby.
get it.
Always.
We're rocking
Well,
with
come
you.
on.
We just can't
Come
agree to
on,
everything.
Talk to me, 5. You got 5 on it today? Who your 5 today?
Man, I got 5. I got 5 on it. First and foremost, LaMelo Ball, 50, a 44 piece. I think he lost both games, but that's
they
my
team
dog.
trash.
Numero uno, LaMelo Ball. Number 2, gotta rock with De'Aaron Fox. I've been just in love with his game. You know, how he play and how he finished games for them is just, I mean, De'Aaron Fox, and he one of my son's favorite players. Coming in at number 3, Jalen Williams.
From OKC.
From OKC.
Yes, sir.
Because I just think that the dude is the point guard on their team, right? We know Shea is dynamic, superstar, combo guard, scoring guard, but I like to give him some credit because really he's like the glue.
Yeah.
And I want to see him playing more point guard for that team because he's a great playmaker.
He's also the attitude for that team.
He has the great attitude for that
He's
team,
the attitude.
bro. He has an amazing attitude for that team.
For sure.
All right, where we at? We at number 4. Number 4. I am going with Drew Holiday.
Bruin love.
Gotta have a Bruin in there. But most importantly, when I watch this dude play, you know what I mean? He just, that's my get down. Drew Holiday is my get down. I'm gonna lock you up. I'm gonna make shots on you. I'm gonna post you up. I'm gonna take you to the hole. He's the fix.
Okay.
You feel what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like he's a fixer.
Absolutely.
Like he's a point guard fixer. So that's 4. And then I wanna since we didn't do it last week, 5, I gotta go with Chris Paul. Chris Paul going into passing 12,000 assists all time in his career.
Sir.
Come on, man. CP3, basketball god. You know, we got to celebrate these dudes while they still hooping, you know, to see him do it and to do it at a high level. You know, I want to salute Chris Paul because he definitely deserved to be in the top 5. Honorable mention, Dame Lillard. You know, I'm starting to apologize to the Bucks and Doc Rivers. Get your mind right, Doc. Get them right, Doc. Come on. Halliburton came back for me. You know, Trae Young, the normal, just the normal.
Yes, sir.
Just
I respect it. No,
you know
definitely shout out to CP, man. 12,000 assists. That's a lot of dimes, man. You made a lot of people better. Made a lot of people a lot of money. A quarter of the NBA season is done, and you don't want to miss the hype atmosphere of watching basketball games live. The sound from the court and the feel of the crowd. My first NBA game I ever attended at the Palace of Auburn Hills, checking out the Detroit Pistons. I'll never forget it. They were playing against the Orlando Magic. I went with the Civitan Recreation Center. It was like a field trip. And we sat way in the nosebleeds. But for me, that was an incredible experience, just seeing NBA guys live and on the court. It's like you have that dream of making it, and then knowing that they were real people. It's like, oh man, like
wow, I could possibly be that. And Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste your time searching through thousands of tickets.
Man, I'm looking at the app right now and looking at tickets for the Clippers-Warrior game later this month under Customize Your Spot. I really like the all-in pricing because it shows how much I'm going to have to pay, and also the Game Time ticket coverage that covers my purchase with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry, because I'm a busy man, so I might not make it.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time Picks. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code GREEN, GREEN, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code GREEN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it?
Game time.
Game time. There has been a lot of talk about Bron, the shooting slump that he's been in as of late. He scored just 10 points against the Timberwolves, but he did have 27 and 14 against the Jazz. However, the 27 and 14, he still had a rough shooting night, not hitting any threes. People have been on him not hitting threes as of late, I think. The last I seen, he was 0 for his last 19.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course,
Shooting
all the
slump.
father time conversations have started up.
Not yet.
And everybody
Not
wants
yet.
to know, is father time catching up with Bron? The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
And the reason the answer is yes is because every year we get older in this league, like every year you get older, there's a point where you come in this league, and every year you get older, you get better because you get more experience. You're coming more into your prime. You're getting stronger. And then it gets to a point to where every year you get older, you have to address and adjust. And because now you're kind of over the hill of the more experience you get, the better it is for you. You're kind of over that hill now. And so is Father Time catching up to him? Absolutely, because Father Time catches up to everyone. However, where I disagree is people are saying, we just saw it. He's done now. We've been waiting on it. Now he's done. No. I disagree with that. Quite frankly, what it looks like to me right now is he's a little tired. But you also have to remember, and I know all of y'all have forgot because you forget things so fast. But what you have to remember is, they played into the playoffs last year. They fought an uphill battle to actually make it there and get to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes in and he does the Olympics.
Yep.
And that is a two-month requirement.
No time off, FYI.
No time off. And so what I think right now is I think Bron has just hit a little bit of a wall right now.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit walls, you eventually get through the wall.
Bingo.
But right now, I think he's a little tired and has hit a wall. Does that mean Father Time is catching up to him?
Oh, yeah.
The way y'all are saying it? No. So, still the same Bron. Obviously not the same. Of course, again, he is getting older. But the way people are trying to throw it out there, like Father Time has caught him and it's here in our face, and we're just about to watch this decline happen. No chance. But what's your thoughts, BD?
Bro, there is no decline. Usually, when you get older, right, you do a lot, less.
Absolutely.
Right? As you get older, you become a much better shooter. You usually are getting shots created for you by someone else who's young, talented, got, the most talent, and used to be you. Look at Ray Allen. People only remember Ray Allen from Miami, but before that, Ray Allen used to do everything. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
LeBron James, bro, is still playing the same way. He is creating the opportunities still for his teammates. Ain't nobody getting LeBron no open looks. Ain't nobody getting LeBron no easy buckets. Like, he's still creating all of the, like, he has to create all the energy and the chaos and take it on his shoulders. You know what I mean? Because there hasn't been the young dude that has come along that compliment and say, you know what, OG, man, fall back. Let me get this triple-double. You go give me some threes and do what you got to do. He don't have that luxury. And he's on a team with the Lakers where he's still, the best all-around player.
100%.
The most, you know what I mean? Outside of AD, he is the most needed person because they got to glue up around him. And so slump, yes. Tired, yes. Father time, yes. All of those things play into everybody's career every year in the season, whether you're a rookie, second year, like everybody hits a little snag where it's just like, hey, man, it's cold. You know what I mean? It's cold in these arenas. I ain't getting the shots. You know what I mean? I ain't getting my rhythm. But you best believe when the Lakers play again, he gonna get over that slump. I'm not even worried about it. You know what I mean? And so, I remember playing against Mike, bro, when he played for the Wizards. And, he came into Charlotte and it was like, that was the craziest shit I'd ever seen. There was no camera phones, but it was all kind of camera flashing and felt like everybody was recording with a camera phone. That's how many cameras was flashing when he went to the free throw line. And I was sitting there like, damn, man, I had 32 that night. And in my mind, I was like, damn, bro, like, I'm Michael Jordan tonight. You know what I mean? I am your captain now. And I was just looking at him like, yeah, okay. Just, sizing him up like, man, you brought all this attention for me. I'm out here. I'm Michael Jordan tonight. You feel me? Bro, I was
I bet you ain't say that to MJ.
No, I didn't say nothing. No way. No way. I would never say nothing. I was just giving him that look like, bro, you brought all this for me? Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here too.
Yeah. They gonna be worrying about me tonight. And then we go on the road and we're playing the Washington Wizards. And we got Washington. They wasn't that good either. We like, man, we about to go in here. We about to pop them again. I'm about to give me another, I'm about to give me another 25, 12. I'm going to do it different on the road. Man, I watched this dude in the first quarter score 17 points.
Oh, he went off.
Draymond, I watched. I was not participating, bro. I was so mesmerized. I was guarding T. Lou. Hey, if you watch the clips, you'll see me. Never help. Never help. And the coach called a timeout. He like, yo, what the hell y'all doing? Y'all just gonna let this man get cooked? It was Lee Nagland. I said, damn, bro, my bad. I was just watching. Like, I was just watching. I got your help. I was like, man, I got your help. Let me get him. So I guard him the first time. I know he going to the fade. So boom, he go to the fade and I'm on top of the fade. He go to fade. I'm like, man, get that shit. And he leaned back, Dre, like another inch and shoot the ball. Wham. Okay. All right. Man, I got this fool. He go to the post again. Boom, I know this shit coming. You about to turn to the middle. Whoop, whoop. He turn to the middle. Oh, up and under. Layup. Hey, somebody else get this. I'm going back over here with T. Lou. I'm about to watch. I'm cool. This is not cool. Hey, dude, that's what, and you see somebody like Mike like that and LeBron, like it's the same thing. It's like, be careful because they gonna remember. But that Mike story was like, damn, dude, like I'm just watching him. I'm like, damn, dude, what kind of cologne you got? Like, what kind of cologne? This nigga smell good as shit out here. You know what I'm like? Yeah, like you, bro, you caught off.
He had that weak ass Michael Jordan cologne that I used
bullshit
to have
Michael Jordan
from
cologne.
JCPenney when I was a
but
kid.
whatever it was, Michael Jordan was he was like an enigma, dude. He was it was just like, oh shit.
MJ.
You fucked. Soon as you do that, you fucked. You can't but you're gonna do that. Oh damn, this is Michael Jordan. You're like, hi, Michael Jordan. Like, fuck you. Mike talks shit to everybody.
Asshole.
But dog, imagine like your favorite player, the dude you idolize, like, you know what I mean, dude, you watch on TV. And you like, yo, I'm in the league. Like, what's up, Michael Jordan? You like, shut the fuck up.
I feel that. That's what happened to me with Kobe. The same thing happened
Kobe,
to me with
did
Kobe.
you like that?
Same thing happened to me with Kobe, bro. I'll never forget it. I got subbed in. Number one, I watched this whole workout and missed everything that I was supposed to do. I was like, then I got subbed in. I needed to get the stop. And I got the stop on the game-winning shot. I got the stop. He missed the fadeaway. And I was like, hell yeah. That ain't had nothing to do with you, young fella. I just missed. I said, man, yeah, that had something to do with me. You just missed. I just missed.
Man, that's sick.
I get it. Trust me, I get it. So I know exactly how that feels. So a lot of people talking about this one. It's from your era, although I did play against D2. Number one, first, I want to say, congratulations to D Wade on the statue, man. I think,
congratulations to Flash, my dog.
Absolutely.
That's my dog.
Yes, sir. I think like to get a statue, man, like that.
Come on.
To get your jersey retired is one thing. Like that's incredible. It's great. To get a statue, like
that's on a whole nother level, bro.
That's
not
a
going
totally different level.
Yeah.
Nah, you there.
You're immortalized. You feel me?
Absolutely. And so,
number
one, like I said, congrats to him. But I must ask, what was your first thoughts when you saw the statue? People are making a lot about it. D-Wade said, who is that guy? And what?
Man.
What's your thoughts, man?
Man. All right. First of all, I want to echo what you said. You feel what I'm saying? Flash Hall of Famer, Olympian, you know what I mean? NBA champ, to have your jersey retired, to be immortalized in a statue, incredible. You know what I mean? Probably emotional day, all the people out there, and shout out to the Miami Heat organization, because they just always, do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Until they picked a person to design the statue, bro.
Well,
all right, I got some jokes, because I felt you was gonna ask me this. I said, why did they give D-Wade a Timu statue? When he said, Timu. Who is that? I was like, man, who is that? Hey, bro, who is that? Who is that? Hey, I would like to make an announcement right now to anybody retiring or anybody picking another statue. Please consult with Baron Davis Enterprises on how to approve and design a statue. Come on, dude. I mean, come on, dog.
So check this out.
Hey, dog. They did. Look how they did Iverson in Philly.
It was like this big. I couldn't believe AI statue. It was like this big.
Hey, dog. They gave AI a Oscar trophy.
Yo, so check this out. I saw pictures of D-Wade viewing the statue face. It's actually, I think it was on Rachel Nichols' page, if I'm not mistaken, of D-Wade viewing the statue. And I must say, the mock-up of his face looks absolutely nothing like the statue turned out. So everybody's like, oh, D-Wade saw it first. Like, he approved it. But the mock-up of his face before the turnout, it looked like D-Wade. Afterwards, it looked like Tim Thomas. And
hey, bro,
I don't quite understand how it ended up that way.
That's
but
sick.
My thing is, like,
don't they show the statue to maybe someone like maybe
bro,
Pat Riley, like when it's complete, before they just unveil it and everybody like, oh, yo, like, who is that guy?
Damn, dude.
I just and then another one is the guy who made the statue comes out today with a statement saying it is not for all humans to understand. It's not for all human activity or something of that nature. And I'm just like, yo, you can't come out and defend that. Like,
chill, homie.
hey, you know what? One person that came out and agreed with your statue page, bro.
You can't do that. You got come on, dog. This is what I think. I think they were like, yo, D Wade, we need you to pose for this statue. And you know how busy he is. He like, man, I ain't got all day. And this shit was taking all day. So he called his cousin and said, hey, man, fill in.
So you think it's not D Wade?
It could be his cousin.
So
he was like, man, I'm tired of this shit. Hey, cousin, stand in for me. And the artist didn't know if it was D Wade or the cousin.
Deshaun Wade.
Damn, man. Listen, shout out to D Wade, man. We love you, bro. We love you, bro. It's just
nothing but I actually saw D Wade last week, man. It's always a pleasure to see D Wade, to be in his presence.
Yeah,
but D, you got can they like redo the face?
Man, that's what I was gonna say, dog.
Is it just
we gotta do something, dude. We gotta do something.
We
gotta do something. Cause like think about like 20 years from now, you know what I mean? Like he gonna be like, yo, like, there's my statue. You know what I mean? And your grandkids gonna be like, hey man, knock it off.
He looked 20 years older in the statue right now.
Damn. Hey, hire me to find the artists to create art or statues to represent these legends.
Lauren Halsey.
I'm not dissing
She'd
the
be
artists.
great at it.
I'm not dissing the artists or nothing because I understand art. I understand artistry. But when you do sculptures of people, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to face the most backlash because we know what D Wade looked like. You know what I mean? And so we want to see a D Wade statue.
D-Wade.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's a fact. I agree. I hope they can like twist the head off and like change it out or something. Because
or paint like a hologram on the face. You know what I mean? Like maybe
something. Use some AI, a 3D printer, something. We got too many things today. This must be corrected. D Wade, these are jokes, man. We love you, dog.
Hey, D Wade is that's my boy, man.